Couple of months ago on April 20th, I made a post, got about 200,000 views, saying that my target would be $120,000 for Bitcoin by the end of this year. And as of today, July 14th, we have hit that target a couple of months early. Now, my goal of this video is not to sit here and be like, look, I told you so. That's not the point. I am wrong pretty frequently, only about a 58% win rate. But I want to explain to you why we had this target, why I thought why I thought Bitcoin specifically was going to break out, and where I think we are headed from this point. Now, if you want access to all the indicators that we go over in this video, they're completely free. All you have to do is just check out our free course series down in the description. Link to everything will be down there. Now, if you want, you can go to my X post and read this in full detail, but there is basically two main reasons that we thought Bitcoin was going to break out. The first one was because there is macro buying pressure that was still in effect that has been there since 2023. Now, the only indicator I want you to focus on right now is this one at the bottom of your screen. This is called a BX trender. This is going to show us buy and sell pressure within the market, and in this case, within Bitcoin. But the thing I want you to notice most is the fact that when this monthly is green, right? We're running a monthly BX trender over a weekly chart. When this is green, this is normally meaning that Bitcoin is going to be in a breakout or an expansion. If we just actually take a look at this monthly chart, you'll be able to see this a lot easier. And so basically since 2023, Bitcoin has been in one massive expansion mode. Now, just because there's buying pressure on the monthly chart and there's a big expansion on that bigger time frame does not mean that the stock, or in this case, Bitcoin, is just going to go up all of the time. That is only our first requirement. The second requirement that we want to see is that same type of buying pressure, but on a smaller time frame, such as a weekly chart. So we have the monthly buying pressure down here, and then we have weekly buying pressure down here. So for instance, this would have been a good expansion phase to trade. This would have been a good expansion phase to trade. This would have been a good expansion trade, and so on. Basically, we really only want to be focusing when there's an expansion in the market, because that doesn't mean that the stock or that Bitcoin is going to go up, but it does mean that it's the best chance for us to make a sizable move. Now, if we go back and we take a look at when we posted this, which was April 20th, you're going to notice that price had pulled back into our institutional buy zone. This means that the stock, or Bitcoin in this example, is trading at a discount. So when we have macro buying pressure plus a discount, a very good sign that the institutions are going to come in and buy up the dip. We explain this entire thing in detail within our Smart Money course. From there, the BX trender turns green on April 20th. This right here is our indication that we are going to break out, or at least that it's going to be worth taking a position for a potential breakout. From here, we see Bitcoin run 31% in just 4 weeks. So this is a very solid expansion. Now, in most cases, basically almost all of the time, after an expansion, you are going to see what's called a compression. So after a massive breakout, we can't just go up forever. What will normally happen is price will either sit sideways or pull back into a discount. This is kind of like the reload phase to see if institutions are going to continue to step in to push it higher, or if they're going to let it continue to fade. You'll notice that price did compress here for a couple of weeks, but look at this BX trender. The BX trender never turned red. So when we have a monthly BX trender that's green and a weekly BX trender that's green, we do not remove our bullish thesis. If anything, it means that this squeeze should result in another pop to the upside, which is exactly what happened. And so that leads to where we are right now and what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin. The first thing that I'm going to say is that just looking at this chart, yes, there's still buying pressure coming into this. I don't think this is a time to short. I don't think that this is a potential top, but I will say that I would not be looking to start a position on Bitcoin here from a trading perspective. When we were down here at 80,000 to 70,000, this was the discount range. This was when you should have been buying. Where we are right now, we are trading at all-time highs. We are trading at a premium. And so the thing you have to remember is that in order for any asset to continue to go up, people with serious money have to continue to buy it and overpay for it. And as we know, institutions are not going to overpay for things. Retail is going to overpay for things. Institutions are going to wait for things to come back into discount zones. So as of right now, what I would be doing if I had a position in Bitcoin is I would continue to monitor this weekly BX trender. And if the weekly BX trender closes red, that would be the indication that price action will most likely do what happened back here, pull back down into a discounted range, and then hopefully they buy the dip. So at this point, I think that it is a hold, and I do not think that it's time to buy Bitcoin at this point. As always, guys, thanks for all the support. I'll see you next time.